Hey guys, Yowie Sightings Australia. That's our new name, guys. Woohoo! We won't be Yowie Chaser anymore. We're going to be Yowie Sightings Australia. Alright, we're off to North Queensland today to our North Queens Yowie Sightings and Encounters page, okay? Now, the sighting that we're going to report today is actually from Tamborine, but it got posted in North Queensland. Yowie Sightings and Encounters. Now, guys, if you've had a Yowie sighting and you'd like me to read it out, go to Yowie Sightings Australia. Go to the Facebook page, Yowie Sightings Australia, and tell me the whole story so we can get all these stories out there, guys. All right, let's move on. All right, so if you don't know, I'd posted this. This was a screen that was sent in to me from Tamborine Mountain. So I was just showing you all those red lines are the ridge lines. They're the lines that Yowies walk, right? So from that, a guy that his parents were building a house up at Tamborine, he set in a sighting. So we're going to read that out, guys. So just hang in there. All right. So one night back in 1986, my parents were building our house at 17 Sagauro Ct, a 3-story pole house on Mt Tambourine. They had some trouble with someone stealing building material, so I'd been staying on site overnight. One night, about 10 p.m, I was reading by candlelight as we're waiting on the power to be run down the street. When I looked up from my book, out of the first floor window, there was a large head looking back at me, which sneered at me by raising its top lip on one side of its mouth, revealing its teeth, which were human-like, but with an obvious canine tooth. Then turned and left, at which point it dawned on me I should be scared and move away from the window. From memory, our house was the first or second house in the street. There was 2 creeks running through the yard and joining up in our backyard, which we had to clear of lantana, backed on quite dense bushland. The windows of the first floor would have been 6 to 7 feet off the ground, as the house is built on large telephone poles and elevated above the ground, about 3 to 4 foot above the ground, making this fella about 7 to 8 foot tall. With a gorilla cross-human face, the nose was more pronounced than a gorilla, and I don't recall any wheeze to its eyes. The look it gave me was what I could only describe as a look of utter disdain. It seemed to show what I would have called a human-like facial emotion response. While talking to my youngest brother a couple of years back, he spoke of seeing very large footprints in the sand at the converge of the creek in the backyard, which would have been a year or so later. Alright, so now this place, guys, I'll show you where it is. There's been a few sightings all the way along there. I'll just go to another map. Alright, guys, I don't know how good that's picking that up, but these are the ridge lines that they run all the way along Tamborine. Anyway, this one here, this one's probably this second house here, guys. So there was 2 creeks running. Now all the way along here we've had reports. Just down a bit further, we've had a report from a guy riding a mountain bike. There's a mountain bike track just down further. We had a lady police officer was hiking with her parents down at Palm Grove. They heard screams. She was going to send in a report. I don't know. She still hasn't sent it in. I think she was a police officer. I just had a quick look at her profile and had all police stuff on it, so I'm saying she was. Now, I've had reports from other people that live around Tamborine that I'm sworn to secrecy, guys, but there is a tribe of 4, I don't know if you call them a tribe of clan, maybe, of 4 Yowies that are living in Tamborine, and they're still there to this day. Now, to access it, you have to go through someone's property, which wouldn't be a good idea. Or you've got to do a massive hike. Anyway, I still haven't been there, but if there's anyone else, these ones are seen all the time, but they're not reported. It was just that one of the locals sent it to me. So they're still there. All right, so I don't know if you can see this. It's not very good, but there's a whole ridge line all the way down to here, guys. People have seen them driving up this road. This is Wollawallen or whatever. They've been seen through here. Now it bloody starts to work. Yeah, all the way down here, right? All the way along. There's been seen in here. There was a family here. They've been seen in here. They're all around here, guys. Now, even if you come over to this side, you've seen all through here. All right. So, yeah, they're definitely out there, guys. Now, if anyone from around Tamborine, anyway, I don't care where you are. If you want to send in your sighting, just send it in and we'll get it out there, guys. All right. Now, we're going to go back to one of the sightings that I posted down Bateman's Bay. Go back to my YouTube channel. We're going to read some comments that were left on there, guys, okay? All right? So stick around. All right, guys, so we're going to go back. These are, this was Yowie sighting, Bateman's Bay, number 753, and hotspot Nigra 28. All right, so I'm just going to read some comments that were left, guys. All right, so Universal Soul has left a message. Hey, YC. Yes, my family and their long-term friend had encounters from the 60s to the late 80s on their two huge properties. Heaps of bush acres and about 10 kilometres apart off the highway west of Bateman's Bay and off the Western Distributor Road deep in the bush along dirt roads at Clyde Mountain. We used to camp there as kids, teens, with the relatives, heard the stories, and they never let us out of their sight after dark. Properties got sold off in the late 90s due to early owners dying, my grandparents. Uncles know still, but they won't speak about it anymore, and I haven't spoken to them in 15 years. It's true, though, those sightings and encounters down there. All right, so that's just more proof that we of those sightings down there, guys. So to those charlatan researchers, get a life. All right, let's go down. What else have we got? So I asked if they'd seen any. Nah, not really. Only hints of it. And they used to scare us, saying not to venture off too far. The hairy man will get you. My mum is my uncle's sister. Hang on. My mum is my uncle. I don't know what's going on. She doesn't know anything. Uncles were real bushmen, 4 of them. They went twice a year, setting up camp deep in the bush down there. Rifles and everything. LOL. Heard heaps of weird noises and screams at night. They said it was the bush sounds. LOL. Or kangaroos, but they knew. Could see it in their eyes. And they'd wink at each other. Right, let's go up to this one. Thanks for sending that in too, Universal Soul. Awesome. Wow, what a mad place that would have been. Be good to go back down there. All right, Slicing Sasquatch. This is the area where I believe I had a encounter back in 2013. I was on a road trip from the Gold Coast in a Subaru Liberty sedan, and each night I would find somewhere secluded to set up my swag and grab a kip. From about midnight to sunrise, I had just laid down in my swag when I heard heavy bipedal footsteps coming towards me, breaking large twigs. I would call out, I can hear you, don't come any closer, and it would stop. Then start again. I would holler out, and it would stop. Eventually it got so close I had to get out of my swag and see what it was. By the time I got out with my torch and scanned around me 360 degrees, there was absolutely nothing. Now I've learned about their potential ability to cloak. Yeah, well, I did say, thanks for sending that in to Slice and Sasquatch. I I don't know. I've had not heaps. I've had a few reports of them being up in trees. I wonder if they just jump up in a tree. Like if they hear you getting out, they'll hear that zipper, zzz, and they go, "Quick, let's head to the trees." We've got to start looking in trees, guys. For all right. So that's for those bloody charlatan researchers down Bateman's Bay that don't do any research and they just post stuff on other people's groups, which was wrong. So if you're one of those charlatans, you know who you are with all your fake stuff that you post up. You need to get a life. All right. And to the one that found this charlatan fake Yowie site, whatever you want to call it, you, my friend, where do you get all your sightings from? Oh, that's right. You get them out of old newspapers from Trove. Oh, you posted fake sightings as well. Oh, my God. What a naughty little boy you are. What a bunch of wanks. All right, guys, I'm going to go back to the Redbank one. There's a couple of things in here we're going to just have a quick read of. Okay, this one here from Trina Barnes. He wasn't a skeptic. He was waiting to tell someone. Still, I'm intrigued. Yeah, he's this guy. Like, I've known him for ages. And his brother. His brother's my best mate. He thinks I'm crazy. But he waited for that right opportunity to tell me. You know what I mean? So even my mate, they're at White Rock one night, and they used to ride their motorbike. So they used to put dolphin torches and ride through there, go there, have a smoke, whatever, up the top of the mountain. He said one night when they were there that they thought someone was stealing their bike, so they jumped down off the mountain. So, and then he's also seen this weird thing that he's seen in a river down at the Goodna Boat Ramp. Yeah, Goodna Boat Ramp, and he reckons it was like a human swimming in the water. Now, not far from there is a mountain called Mermaid Mountain, which is near the what's that dam out there? There's a dam. I can't remember what it's called, at the back of Ipswich. But there's a thing there. Okay, Rob. Very interesting stories, encounters of sighting. The piggy dog belongs, in the missing foot. Yeah, that's crazy. They've still not found that dog. And they had heaps of people out there. Tate Flip, bro. I've lived in Redbank. Haha, wow. I've heard stories of UFO sightings around White Rock. Really weird. Yeah, okay. I haven't heard of no UFO sightings, but who knows? Do it, Dan. White Rock is definitely weird for sure, especially at dusk. Yeah, I haven't been out there, man. Dan, I'm too scared, mate. Ben Murdoch. I used to ride motorbikes through that area. White Rock, Spring Mountain. That's crazy. I had a few mates that used to ride through there. Nah, mate. Did you see? And I just wrote, yeah, mate. My mate did as well. You might know him. I'll ask him, is that your real name? I'll ask him, does he know you? My mate's lived there all his life. And then I had another mate, he was down at, where was he? He used to live on Backwater Road at Greenbank, and then they used to ride motorbikes all through there as well, from Greenbank when you could get through. Solomon, they rang Brown's Plains, ha. Well, what are they supposed to do, Solomon? They're freaking out, man. All right, there was something here. Someone wrote, I can't find it, but someone wrote, that's why I went back here. What was the story about the drone? So whoever that person was, I can't see, maybe because I'm not signed in. So I got this report about this guy, he lives out there. He lives in Undalla. And he said one night, I think he lives in Undalla. He said he's out there every night, so he must live there. He said he's seen these 4 drones in the sky. And he said they were quiet. He goes, they must be like military drones. They couldn't have been normal drones because he just couldn't hear them. So who knows what they were. But I know at the same time that he'd seen these drones, I got a report from a guy at out near the back of Yamanto, Willowbank, Mudapilly, that way. What's that creek? I can't remember the name of the creek. I went out there that night. It was freaky, hey. So there's a river. Can't think what it's called. It runs all the way down to the Ipswich Air Base and all that. Worrell Creek. So there's a guy that's got a property there. He lives on a property out there, and he reckons that the Yowies were there, and he could hear them screaming, and they were screaming to the other Yowies that were up the creek further, and it had gone on for, I think, about a week. So when those lights were, those 4 drones or whatever they were, that was around that same time, and that's all I know about it. So I don't know what those drones were doing out there. So, yeah, that's that story. All right, well, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Now, just remember, guys, if you got a sighting, go to Yowie Sightings Australia. I suppose I should have posted that first, guys? So that's the new cover photo for Yowie Sightings Australia Facebook page. So yeah, if you want to send in again, guys, you can do that. So there's our YouTube channel, Yowie Sightings Australia. There's our email address, yowiesightingsaustralia@hotmail.com. Or you can just message me here at Yowie Sightings Australia at the Facebook page. Hopefully there's a thing here where you can message me, I don't know. I'll have to have a look at that. Alright, guys, that's all we got for this week. Hope you enjoy that. If you got a story and you want to share it, guys, just send it in. We'll get it out there, guys. Alright, thanks, guys. See you later.